Two old rivals. This the 49th season of the Saudi Pro League in its various guises. Al Ahly have played in all but one. Takes on Stefano Pioli, his opposite number, the experienced Italian, parachuted in the Al Nasar hot seat. Gone and say those 3 points helped us on our way.
I've been doing a lot of these games for the last 2 years. This is the best atmosphere I've seen. Like, I don't even think the room can start it because of all the smoke and stuff like that.
Canter in 2022, 2023. Al Nasar ever present. They have played in every one of those seasons, but 6 years since they were champions. If they're going to have any chance of ending that run this year, these are the sort of hurdles.
He's that man, by the way, but it could phase a few plays.
And in the 6th minute of added time, as points have in fact claimed all 3. That news will be filtering around this almost full stadium in Jeddah. If anything, it adds to the sense of anticipation. Make no mistake, this is a big game. I think if either of these two lose this, Clinton, they can wave goodbye to whatever faint hopes they have of winning the title.
Yeah,
as big as that?
Yeah, you're right. In particular, El Ahly, I think it's massive for them. I feel it would jump back up to 3rd, but El Ahly, massive game for them. They can't afford to drop any more points because I think the title will be over.
You do get the sense that Matthias, shot no doubt about that, but just look at their form. 9 wins in their last 10 league games. No one, and I mean no one, has taken more points than them over that time. Al Ahly playing predominantly in white tonight against the men in yellow, Al Nasar. 3 points between them in the Rosh. Mendy, the Senegalese international, in goal once more for Al Ahly. Simakan restored to the heart of the defence, just about getting enough on that. Exactly a smooth start from Mohamed Simakan, returning in one of 3 changes for the Al Nasar side, from the one that fairly cruised past Al Fateh last time out.
And they're probably the 2 best I've seen.
Sadio Mane seizing onto it, looking for the return from Ronaldo, but that foul was right under the nose of the referee. Was the culprit. Not exactly a chance for the referee to ease himself into the contest tonight. Laporte has given it away. Riyad Mahrez is in behind. Mahrez to tee it up for Tony. Flag will bring attacking hopes for Al Ahly to a halt.
some atmosphere. Every time El Ahly on the ball, it's big cheer. When El Nasar on the ball, it's getting booze. They've got big players in their team. It did look like a foul on them on Cristiano Ronaldo. They played Jay Duran and goals a minute. He was in on goal. There was no reason for him to stop.
Find the real gold. I'll fulfill all I started.
Precious little between these sides when they met earlier on this season. It ended up 1-1. Thought that they were going to go a rare win, Al Ahly, but a late goal from Al Nasser denied them.
But then he exaggerated.
Really good feisty, almost frenzied opening to this game. Right from the players' point of view, Clinton, that the delay and it fueled the flames.
Yeah, it did fuel the flames, you're right. It's been a good start from El Nasser. They're the ones that are dominating possession. I did expect that.
So Al Nasser certainly have the upper hand on the head-to-head between these two. They've won 4 of the last 6. Draws we were just talking about earlier on this season. 3 of those wins came here in Jeddah. Al Nasser aiming to do something tonight that they've never done before in their history and make it 4 straight away wins in this fixture. It's fair to say that Duran is getting some pretty close attention from the Al Ahly defenders.
I think him and Ronaldo will get attention.
Now as Mahrez timed his run, he's certainly in behind, he's certainly banged it into the back of the net. I think he knew the flag was coming.
Why has he got that much time and space? Where's their defence for now? Have a good defence, we can see there. It's a tight one, but it looks like he just goes a bit too early, but it is a very close one.
I think he's right. Fine margins. Having a close look at it for the restart. Certainly in the mood to make life difficult for Duran tonight, isn't he? He's fired up, Roger Ibanez.
That's some battle to be fair. Duran's got to stand up strong because he's in a battle and he's a strong centre forward. That's going to be a great battle. Battles all over the pitch, but in particular, that'd be a good one.
Nudge is clipped. Mahrez can find Cassie. They'll be pleased to be back in midfield after filling in for the absent Ibanez last week at the back. It's against the wall performance as they went down to 10 men to win against Al Fateh. 2 more penalties for Ivan Toney. Ahly press high. The ball hanging high as it sought to pick out Sultan Al-Kanan. We were talking about him early, Clinton. You're a big fan of this Saudi international right back, aren't you?
Oh, Al-Kanan, yeah. For me, he's the best fullback alongside João Cancelo. Best fullback I've seen in the Saudi Pro League. I think he gets up and down, he likes to defend in one-on-one position, but as a modern-day fullback, Bill, he does love to get forward and create chances.
Brozovic, the experienced Croatian international in the heart of the Al Nassr midfield. Real boost to have Otavio back, he's buzzing around. This is Al Naj, Al Mane. Salem Al Naj, Mane. Al Khaibari, things ticking over in there. The others take the headlines, he's a solid citizen. Mane. Brozovic. Now Naj. Mahrez back to block the cross.
I know we haven't spoke about it, Bill, but I'm so surprised that Firmino's not involved in this team or even in this squad. I think he's a fantastic footballer.
We'll talk more about that in a moment, but it's a big decision that they've made at Al Ahly to exclude him from the matchday squad for the league games in the second half of the season. The arrival of Galeno, we haven't seen a lot of yet tonight. The reason for that, no way through for Thuram. Al Mazraoui can clear away. Yeah, the Saudi League has the rule of 10 foreigners involved in the first team squad for league games. They have 11, and Firmino is the spare man. That's the long story in short. Mane is filling one of those birds. Tavio another.
Lights went down when you feel lost in your shadow. Don't feel alone, don't scream so loud. We are living in this
hoping he's going to be able to do what only one side has done, and that's come here and win this season in the league. Hilal decided to do that, and that was all the way back in October.
Find the real gold, I'll fulfill what I started.
No one has beaten Al Ahly here on home soil in the last 6 games. This is through to Gabri Vega, and it's missed by Kessie. Wouldn't have counted, the flag was up. Kessie wasn't to know that when he threw himself at that and failed to make contact.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant from Ivan Toney, but you see Vega just goes right in. I thought Ivan Toney was going to get the shot, but I don't know how he misses it. He doesn't put his feet up. He's lucky it was offside.
Massive from Kessie. A very little Argentinian. Who's got one of 2 of the goals he scored this season in the draw against Al Nasar and Al back in September. An hour and a half flight from the capital city Riyadh out to the west coast here in Jeddah. A fair few have made the journey. Al Nasar did so last night. Last night in a hotel nearby.
Fire went out, lights went down. When you feel lost in your shadow, don't feel alone, don't scream so loud. We are living in this cruel world.
He's the intended target.
Broken but strong, gotta move on. You're not a bakery of life. Equip my soul, find the real gold. I'll fulfill what I started.
Will be playing. Al Nasar will seek to take it. Otavio. Thuram. Sadar Gama. There's that head start.
He's got an injury again in Otavio. I think he came in and was like that without missed the last game, and he just like, how did he take that ball, maybe it's got something in the back of his hand there again.
Decision for Stefano Pioli. Still seeking that blend. Obviously, the arrival of John Duran has excited, but the departure of Talisca has left a huge hole, hasn't it?
Definitely, Talisca, he's a goal scorer. His record in the Saudi Pro League is fantastic, one of the best around. So when you're missing a natural goal scorer like that, and that's why I think they brought in Duran to replace Talisca. But Talisca didn't play down the middle. He played on the wide, and it was Ronaldo, and he was just as effective playing out wide.
When he went down initially, Otavio, it looked like in terms of his future participation, it was terminal. Things are looking up. Bandage right hamstring. Bit of magic spray and he's ready to go again.
Us footballers, magic spray in the sponge and it always works, Bill. But I don't know, hamstring injuries are the worst. I think when he sprinted down the line, I think he must have felt something, but he'll know, and we'll have to watch that in the next few minutes.
It's a high-risk strategy. Strapping or no strapping, magic spray or no magic spray to play on with a dicey hamstring. Well, that's the decision. Beautifully taken by Mahrez. Mane makes a somewhat risky challenge, seeing as it was inside his penalty area. The referee, though, felt that he got it right.
Never going to get that decision, to be fair. I think it was strong defending from Sadio Mane. He just matched his run. They will obviously check it, but I'm not sure that's a penalty.
Wait for the whistle, says our Argentinian referee, Cesar Ramos. And this is the evidence. Stole in front and got the ball. With the last 5 goals he scored, Ivan Toney has scored 4 penalties. He'd have been licking his lips as Sadio Mane went in to make that challenge.
He don't miss, does he, from the spot kick? As I said, he's the most confident I've seen from anyone when he's about to take a penalty.
No-look penalty has certainly caught the eye of the fans of Al Ahly recently. Brozovic. Brought away. This is Salam Al-Naj. Otavio, Mane, Duran's on the move.
Not getting no joy out of Banyas and Di Maria. Duran, this is why they signed you, for big games like that, and that's where you've got to be big and strong up there. And he's usually using his body ever so well, but they're dominating him at the moment.
Just looking down there, Clinton, I'm not sure that Otavio is going to be continuing for too much longer. It's not a risk that's worth taking. You miss him for the remainder of this match, or you miss him for weeks.
100%, I agree with you, Bill, but you know what it is sometimes as a player, you get in your head that you want to be out there for the big games, but I think you're spot on. Don't take the risk. You've still got a long way to go in the season, and you don't want to be out for 6 to 8 weeks, where maybe you should just be out for a week.
Yeah. Sometimes you players need to be saved from yourselves, don't you?
Exactly. A close one. That was the Mahrez offside. Yeah. Very close.
He was right, Riyad Mahrez, when he held up those 2 fingers to suggest that there were millimetres in it.
Bill, that is why you're one of the best, mate, because Otavio is coming up for Yaya. And yes, so you can understand. And you know what? I like Yaya. It would have probably been Yaya or Garib. But he's an exciting winger, and he's had to bide his time.
Well, he's one of those who's come through the youth at Al Nasar. 22 years old now, Ayman Yahya. Otavio's misfortune is Ayman's gain. Will it be Al Ahly's gain, though? Salomon strongly on Mahrez. strongly enough to get a yellow card. The ice pack will be out as the bandage is removed.
I think you know as a player, that hamstring's the most important, because that's all your fiber twitches and stuff and your sharp movements that you have to make. And if you can't run around in a game like this, you're no good for your team.
Simakan. Kessie now for Al Ahly, trying to work it forward to Tony. That's where it ends up. Tony has a go from distance and floats it over the bar. And Bento had it covered anyway.
Yeah, but we've seen Ivan Toney many a times when he was at Brentford score from it. It's a great little first touch from Ivan Toney to take him away from Simakan, and he looks and spots Bento off his line. It'd have been some finish that, but look at that from Bento.
Duran. He can't get even a quarter of a yard of space in situations like that from Ibanez, can he?
No, Ibanez is right. Wherever he goes, he's going to follow him around the pitch. That's where Duran, he's done well there. He's won his team a free kick, and that's important for him. Keep buying free kicks.
Well, Nasar's form on their travels this season has been pretty decent. They're unbeaten in the last 3. They've only dropped 7 points out of a possible 27 in the 9 league games they played on the road so far. They have their chance to get their teeth into the first corner of the evening. Taken short to try and catch out Al Ahly. Tony was back to help out the defence once and twice. Salem. Mahrez drew the foul. Tipped round anyway by Mendy. Not sure he's given the free kick there, has he?
No, he hasn't. It's a good save from Mendy there. I think, he does catch Mahrez there, but referee plays on there. El Kabari has a shot. It's a good save. That is a foul for me. You can't go through the back of someone there.
Mendy doing well to keep alert. The old adage that we're all told from young footballers, play to the whistle.
So exactly that. I think VAR, if that had gone in, definitely would have gone back and had a look at that. Because Salim did come through the back of Mahrez there.
Well, hot on the heels of the first corner for Al Nassr comes the second. This one goes straight into the mix, and near post header on from Sadio Mane. No one there to meet it at the far.
It's good. That's what Sadio Mane does. Good balling from Brozovic. He gets that first touch. Someone should be looking off that back post. I think Laporte wants a foul, but it's good, strong defending from Demiral.
Second game back in the side for Aymeric Laporte after he was given time off for compassionate leave. Given that Simakan was missing last week. I'd be pleased, Stefano Pioli and the Al Nassr supporters, that they've got the big two together at the heart of the defence again. One of the best central defensive pairings in the league. Laporte and Simakan. Leading scorer down. We haven't seen an awful lot of him just yet, but we know that can change in the blink of an eye. Mahrez.
stop gate, isn't it, Bill? There's loads of stoppages at the moment. El Jahani, I think that's maybe done something to his fingers or his wrist the way after making that tackle. But yeah, it has been a stop and start game. Hasn't really flowed as yet.
I think Salem just trod on his hands as he went through there, couldn't get out of the way, and that is a painful one indeed, isn't it?
It is a sore one, especially if he's got studs on as well. It's a painful one even if he has molds on, but yeah, it's a very sore one.
So the medics check on the hand of Ziad Al-Jahani. Frank Kessie is able to make a few tweaks. He's going to need to be bandaged there. He's in some discomfort. Well, you mentioned, Clinton, about the stop-start nature of the game. We had that delayed start, of course. Then we had the frantic spell. Since then, it hasn't really been able to settle into any sort of pattern.
No, it's been very hectic. Both teams giving the ball away, not having enough quality. Defenders on top at the moment, but I think as the game goes on, it'll settle down and there will be space and time on the ball. But at the moment, you've got to say defenders are coming out on top. It's a sore one, that is. I don't think I've had that done to me, but I think I've done that to defenders before in the past. But accidentally, bro.
Yep, it's always accidental. Just like the studs down the Achilles.
Exactly, you know.
Well, Jahani is okay. And we're underway again. Mahrez to Kessie. And this is Al-Majrashi. Looking for Tony. Shaped in by Ali Majrashi. But it was a comfortable save for Bento.
Yeah, he loves getting forward as well, and I think it'll be a good battle with him and Sadio Mane. It was a comfortable save from Bento. He's trying to bend that into that far corner.
Simakan. Duran couldn't hold it. That hand was there again, Ibanez. Brozovic just nicking in ahead of Tony, and now Mane. Nassan Al-Naj to Ronaldo. A giant cheer as Majrashi helps himself. Ronaldo didn't enjoy that too much. He snaps back in.
He said, no way you're taking that ball off me. No one does that. But fair play to him, even at his age now, tracking back to win the ball. You can see he's still got an appetite for the game, that's for sure.
Now playing football in his 40s, of course, Cristiano Ronaldo, after he hit the landmark earlier on this month, birthday February the 5th. There's no doubt what is in his sights, and that is the grand old number of 1,924. His tally stands at now. 76 to go. You know he's chalking them off, don't you?
Definitely.
Gabri Vega. Galeno.
Haven't really seen Bill Galeno in the game, have we? Spent a lot of money on him and he's meant to be, you know, a bright prospect, but we haven't really seen him in the game. He's been kept really quiet about Al Ghanam at the moment.
50 million euros to lure him from Porto after he spent 4 years there. He scored goals aplenty in the Champions League, goals aplenty in the Portuguese League. It's his third appearance for his new club. Second in the Saudi Pro League, his first start in that win against Fatah last weekend. Mane to Brozovic. Back with Sadio Mane. This is neatly worked. This is Duran! John Duran has taken to life in the Saudi Pro League like the proverbial duck to water. It's another goal for John Duran, and Al Nasar lead in Jeddah.
Really quiet, but it's good play here. Once Yaya gets it and he plays it into Sadio Mane, I think the combination between the two of them is outstanding. And he drops off Ibanez and Dimiral.
A big goal from the big January signing. And the one time that Ibanez wasn't.
So I'm saying, Bill, you can, as a defender, you just switch off that one time. Good strikers punish you, and he's not really had a kick around, but that's the difference between quality strikers. You don't have a kick, get half a chance, and what a finish that is. Just reminds me of his first goal that he scored last week.
And Yaya gets an assist for that as well.
Good player, Yaya. It's probably a bit unfortunate that, you know, the overseas players keep him out, but he is a very good player. Young, exciting, and he can go past players at will. It's a great little combination between him and Sadio Mane.
He's a full Saudi Arabian international back in the squad in October. The first time since 2022. Roberto Mancini didn't fancy him too much, but after the departure of the Italian, he's got his recall. Tony. Yaya's lost out. Alamar. Galeno. Corner. First corner of the evening for the home side. Just over 10 to play in the first half. In by Mahrez. Ibanez rises. Gabri Veiga gets it back in. No one in this league has a better away record than Al Nasar.
Yo, I can't tell you how difficult that finish was because the ball stuck under his feet, so he's no backlift, and for him to divert it past a top goalie like me.
Just one defeat on their travels so far this season, but that did come in this era. Just one defeat on their travels so far this season, but that did come in this stadium against Al Ittihad just before the break in December. Just one defeat on their travels so far this season, but that... Brozovic. Good situation for Riyad Mahrez. I don't think the home supporters are too impressed with the way that
game as well. I don't. So is it there?
Yeah.
From his pass, so he feels the back of his hamstring. He'll have to come off as well. You always worry when both of the teammates have done their hamstring. It's a huge blow if they lose him. Massive.
Well, the supporters in the stadium won't have seen that. They just saw what looked like him going down to delay play. That's the way they saw it, but from the evidence we've seen, Ali Al-Najami looks like he's going to get ready. Mahrez, didn't he enjoy that?
He did. I think he may be offside, Mahrez, again. and he's just going too early. Yeah, the linesman just saying maybe you've gone too early there, Riyad Mahrez, but I don't think he is offside. I think if that had gone in, maybe VAR would have had a look at that, but it's a good save from Bento.
So here comes the change. It will indeed be Ali Al-Lajami.
More of a centre-half, Bill, has been playing.
No foul. Mane gets the touch back. Salem Al-Naj. To that. Here come Al-Nasar now. Ronaldo puts it wide. Took a touch on the way through anyway. And drama at both ends just before half.
But it's it's good defending from Di Maria. It's a great block, really good. He now maybe has an injury, and this is good play. And I think this is a great strike. It's beat Bento, and he's so unlucky. No, I think Bento makes a save. I think he tips that bill on to the crossbar. It's a great strike, but a brilliant save from Bento.
It was Abdullah Al-Amar who put his left boot through it. Denied by a combination of keeper.
But I'll tell you what I have noticed. I thought Lajami would go right back. I think Simakan's gone to right back, and Lajami's going to play centre back with Laporte. So maybe Simakan they're worried about on that right-hand side, and his pace could cause problems. I don't like that when you disrupt the centre halves though. But then Lajami did play with Laporte last week.
Well, we're into 5 added minutes, tagged on to the end of this first half. And that, I'm sure, will be a yellow card for Sadio Mane for that challenge on Ali Majrashi. Ibanez. Al-Amar. Simakan didn't have the marauding qualities forward, kind of the man he replaced. Will bring defensive steeliness to frustrate Lino on what is his home league debut. Ibanez wrestles it away from Brozovic. Kessie. Back with the captain, Kessie. Majrashi. Now Mahrez. Al-Jahani. Al-Amar. Couldn't find Tony. That was in no small part due to Aymeric Laporte. Gabri Vega, it stayed in. One thing that they've done tonight is not really give the home side a sniff. They've defended really manfully. Let's have another look at this effort from Alamar.
Yeah, it's a good save from Bento. Alamar, it's a great strike from the fullback, and yeah, he just gets a strong left hand to it. It's a brilliant save.
Nasar just taking their time with half-time coming into view. The referee telling Simikan he knows exactly what his game is. Mane. Majrashi rather lunges in.
I think he books him there, and Masrashi were probably thinking Sadio Mane has been fouling quite a lot and has got away with one, but I think he's gave him a yellow card, and that is a yellow card. It's good play from Sadio Mane, I think, and there you can see he shows him the yellow card.
So opportunity knocks for Al Nassr in the last minute of added time at the end of the first half. The recipient of the game's first yellow card, Ali Majrashi. The best ball that Brozovic has ever hit. Well over by Abdullah Al-Khaibari. Not noted for his goal scoring. Well, a frantic and at times fraught first half in Jeddah. Not much between the sides, but what does separate them is a brilliantly taken goal from John Duran for Al Nassr. His third in 2 league games since he signed from Aston Villa. And that makes the half-time score Al Ahly 0, Al Nassr 1.
In just 1 year,
That's the bare minimum for Al Nassr, who would sit in third if they can see the job through here. No further half-time changes to tell you about in Jeddah. Those 2 enforced in the first half for the men in yellow, Al Nassr. Work to do for the home side if they are to preserve their impressive recent form. Simikan, who's continued in the right-back role after the departure of Sultan. Ali Al-Lajami playing at centre-half alongside Emerick Laporte.